You've seen posts saying Pomni is an enabler. You didn't want to say that because you like her character, but she kind of is. So this take confused me to the level that I actually looked up enabler in the dictionary just to make sure I did know what it meant. A person who encourages or enables negative or self-destructive behavior in another. Okay, so we're all on the same page here. Now, your comment doesn't tell me who she's supposed to be enabling or what behavior she's enabling, but going off of what people say about Pomni, I'm gonna guess you mean Jax's behavior. But the thing is, when it comes to Jax, Pomni is actually the opposite of an enabler. And we see this throughout the show. In fact, when Jax tries to get Pomni to participate in his behavior, before episode 6, she just shuts him down. My personal favorite moment is when he tries to get her to make fun of Gangle with him during the anime adventure where he tries to get Pomni to call her a loser. And Pomni just responds with no inflection, "You threw me out of a moving truck. Why are you trying to get me on your side?" The very closest Pomni ever gets to actually enabling Jax's behavior is in episode 6, when Jax encourages her to be chaotic evil with him for a day. And she goes along with it, and she has a lot of fun. But this isn't enabling. What Jax is doing here isn't directly self-destructive. It's the rules of the game. Everybody was doing what Jax was doing here. The actual self-destructive behavior comes in when Jax says that playing this game with Pomni meant nothing to him. They aren't a team, they aren't friends. Pomni directly pushes back against this, telling him that this is ridiculous and they're obviously friends, and denying it just looks pathetic. That is the polar opposite of being an enabler. What would have made her an enabler is if she turned around and went like, "Oh, I guess we aren't friends. Okay, haha, I'll shoot you now." Which is what Jax wanted, and what Pomni refused to do. That's why I'm so intrigued by their relationship. Because there's something beautiful there. Something that, at least in Pomni's eyes, is worth fighting for. Which terrifies Jax because he can't imagine ever being something worth fighting for. But anyways, Pomni's not an enabler. She has never once put up with Jax's nonsense, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.